Hey YouTube, I'm back once again with some more pickups. So today, it was my intention to go down to Harrogate for the day and have a look round. It had been about 18 months since I've been there, and as I recall, it was my birthday the last time I went last year on my birthday. I seem to recall having a pretty decent day, and I was looking on CEX's website like I usually do before I travel somewhere to see what they've got in stock. I had a reasonably decent amount of vouchers. As I was looking, I noticed something which got me thinking of something else. So I had to go onto 101 Films website just to see whether they were having a sale, because when I was in HMV yesterday, there was a few 101 Films Black Label titles in the sale. Anyways, it turns out on the 101 website they're not having a sale. But I was looking at some of the later releases from the Black Label collection that I didn't have, and I thought I'll just have a look on CEX and see if there are any there. Which pointed me in totally the opposite direction to where I was intending on going. It turned out two that I really needed, two that I needed, that wanted, was just half an hour or so up the road in Peterlee. So yeah, I ended up there today rather than Harrogate. Now there isn't an awful lot in Peterlee. There's maybe 4 or 5 charity shops. Actually, there was a couple that I don't remember the last time I was there, and one that was there that isn't anymore. It seems one of the 2 British Heart Foundation stores has gone. They had the normal charity shop, which most towns have for the British Heart Foundation, but they also had one of the bigger furniture shops that they normally do. In larger stores where they sell, furniture mostly, electrical goods, but this sort of one started selling media as well, DVDs, CDs, that sort of thing, which up until very recently I'd not seen any do that. One thing they've never done in those shops that I've ever seen, at least, is clothing, and they still didn't in this one. But the smaller shop where they do the clothing, as well as books and toys and things that a normal charity shop have, that one had gone. So yeah, I ended up there to get hopefully the couple of items that I saw, and ended up using all my vouchers and spending a little extra on top. So everything I've got here, I paid £15 out of pocket on top of my vouchers for. So I think I've done pretty well. Unfortunately though, I have no vouchers left. I've also, hands-free again, I found my tripod that I've been looking for I don't know how long. No particular order. In fact, we'll start with that one. I didn't even know this film existed until maybe a few weeks ago, and I saw a trailer and thought that looks ridiculously stupid, but also great. So I got Massive Talent. Nick Cage, or should I say Nicolas Cage is Nick Cage. Actually, was it the unbearable weight of Massive Talent? So yeah, I'm looking forward to giving that a watch. This is probably going to be tonight's movie, I would imagine. Yeah, it just looks so ridiculous that I was really happy that I saw that. Yesterday's video, or the video that I recorded yesterday on some of those pickups, I was talking about consistency in releases, and this is one of those that went right off the rails for some reason. So we've got the Toxic Avenger Part 3 from 88 Films. There's it on the bottom there. When Toxic Avenger and Toxic Avenger 2 came out, let me just grab them. So these were both HMV exclusives, or at least to start with. They eventually started selling them on 88 Films, started selling them on their own website, and these on release were $7.99, which is a brilliant price point. Just nobody does that anymore. I think they've got to a point where they think they can charge whatever they want, and I don't know that it always works. But yeah, these came out at, like I say, $7.99, but they were slipcover editions in green cases, Amarais, so the 14mm cases. I can't remember if you got anything. Yeah, it's a poster and a book, poster and a card in the first one. Reversible artwork. I haven't actually checked that one. I imagine it will be. I don't think even 88 Films have skimped to that point yet. But we'll talk about that issue in a little bit. So in this one again, yeah, we've got a poster, but there's no card in this one. I bought this brand new, so it's not like it was bought second hand and the card might be missing. The card still might be missing, even when it was brand new. But both of these I bought at release from HMV. Then you got this one. It's even the green case doesn't match. It's a slim rather than a fat, and they didn't put the slipcover on it because 88 Films decided that even though at release this was more expensive, I think it was $11.99, putting slipcovers was not cost effective anymore, and yet almost every release now from 88 Films comes with a slipcover. So I just don't understand why they did that. I mean, they couldn't even put it in, a similar case, because eventually when these slipcovers were only for the first 1,000 or 2,000, maybe something like that, and then they were also in just standard cases. They might have still been green, I'm not sure, but without slipcover. So yeah. Oh, we do have, I was about to say no internal artwork, but we do have internal artwork. Actually, I quite like that. I might use that one. But yeah, that was a £5. But yeah, that was. I don't think it was the very first time, but it was one time I was really very disappointed with the fact of the lack of continuity, if you like, in their releases. It was a shame, and I still haven't got the fourth one. They did the same with the fourth one in a slim case without a slipcover. But yeah, £5. They didn't have the fourth one. I've got a feeling that one's much more expensive. I think both of them, 3 and 4, for a time were quite expensive. I haven't checked the price on it, but I seem to remember it being certainly more expensive than this one. Yeah. And another 88 Films release in a slipcover. Humanoids from the Deep. Now this is one that I missed on its initial release. It seemed to sell out very quickly. Back in, when was it? I don't even know, 2-3 years ago maybe. Which I was a bit dumbfounded by, I think is the right word. This is a film I'd never heard of. I don't know why it would have sold out so quickly with the slipcover. In no time at all, it seemed to be everywhere. I say everywhere, mostly HMV and Zavvi, I suppose, without the slipcover. It just seemed to sell out really quickly. This has already got the reversible art. I didn't switch that, although I would have done eventually anyway. That's how I found it in the shop, so whoever had it previously had done that. But it's still got the booklet and the poster inside, so that was fortunate. Peterlee, by the way, great, absolutely amazing selection of Blu-rays. Most CEXs that I visit or have visited semi-regularly, over 5 years maybe, pretty much without exception, except Peterlee yesterday, but almost without exception, the Blu-ray sections are slowly getting smaller and smaller. In this store, they'd moved it because they needed way more space since the last time I was there. So whether they had a high influx of people trading in or selling Blu-rays, I'm not sure, but yeah, I was very impressed with the selection. They had a lot of Blu-rays, so I was really happy. Although not so happy because there was still a lot of stuff there that I probably would have liked to buy, but couldn't really afford all of it. So yeah, another one that I really wanted to get. This one thing about this though that really makes me nervous is this is one of these velvety feeling slipcovers that 88 Films do for every once in a while, and depending on one, how long this sticker's been here, and two, if there's any residue from a previous sticker underneath, that could be a problem. I don't know if I even dare do this. So straight away it's not feeling like it's coming off easily. I don't know whether it's going to damage. Is that part? Oh God, I hope that's part of the dam. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Let me look at the other. So yeah, it looks like that it's it's part of the P in deep. But it's there as well. So maybe that's what I was seeing underneath the sticker rather than it actually pulling away. I'm going to continue with this after I filmed everything else. Right, Arrow release, Threshold. It looks like it's a very recent movie, and it looks very intriguing, sounds very intriguing as well. I'd never heard of it other than the fact that I've seen this cover and obviously the title before, either in HMV or maybe on Arrow's website, probably on Facebook or one of those where they've advertised it as a new release at some point. But other than that, I didn't know anything about this movie. So sci-fi, I would imagine. So I'm looking forward to that one. More sci-fi. In fact, most of this I think is sci-fi, not all of it. This might even be categorised as sci-fi horror. It's a premium collection, HMV premium collection of the Omega Man. Now, I want to say, I don't know this for sure, I seem to remember James from Movie Mad mentioning this. I think it was this. We were talking some time ago about the premium collection, and he told me that some of the titles that were out of print, and I'm fairly certain this was one of them. I have a HD DVD of this, but yeah, I'm happy to get it on Blu-ray. It's got a DVD and a digital copy. Whether that digital copy is any good, I haven't tried it yet, but I will give it a go. £10 isn't an awful price, especially if it is out of print. Comes with a bunch of art cards as well. It's fairly weighty, of course, because it's got 2 discs. It's also got these art cards as well, which is always nice to see. Another one of these they had in was The Last Picture Show, which I was very tempted to buy, but there was nothing inside. Everything I picked up were Arrow or 88 Films or Premium Collection, everything was inside the case. So with this one, the poster and the book was inside the case. With Threshold, the booklet, I forgot to mention, it's got the booklet. The booklet was inside. I think that's it. Well, apart from everything that's beside me here. But that last picture show, which was a Premium Collection one as well, didn't have anything inside. Now, it's a possibility that that never came with anything, because I know some of the Premium Collection are just the discs inside. There was no posters or art cards or even digital copies on the later ones. So maybe it was originally like that, I don't know. But that was one that in a future date I might go back for once I've looked for certain to see what it was. And this has got another sticker underneath, I've just noticed. So the price has either gone up or gone down at some point. So let's see if I've overpaid. Has it gone up, or have I got a bargain? And has it gone down? Again, another sticker that's there. One thing I have noticed, and I've just put this together right this moment, not one of them has the sticker. I haven't taken any off. Not one of them has this sticker on the top. The one that, myself included, the one that everybody complains about being a bloody nightmare to remove. So that I'm really chuffed about. And this is just already disintegrating. Maybe I'm not going to find out. Maybe I wasn't destined to find out. Right, rather than trying that out, that's another one I'll have a look at after the video's done. This is probably the last thing that I saw on the shelf that I bought, and only because it was in the Zeds. It's an Italian collection release from 88 Films. Is that Zedar? I'm not entirely sure. Zedar, maybe. Zedar. It's not even an A, it's 2 E's. Zedar. I don't know. Again, this is another film that I've not really, or in fact I've never heard of prior to it being released, this time by 88 Films. At some point it was Revenge of the Dead. I don't know which was the original title. I've got to assume the title on the main cover is the original title, and this is an alternate title. But once again, on the reverse, or rather, that's not the reverse. This is the reverse. Like I say, it's an Italian collection. This is number 70 from 1983. Inside, we've got a poster. And I got a feeling the box this is broken because a little bit of blue plastic just fell out. But there's also in this nice hard case, which they've been doing a lot recently, but not with everything. I noticed some in HMV actually I was really disappointed with from 88 Films, and I think 101 Films as well, that they're jumping back and forward between these hard cases and the flimsy thin cardboard ones. So we've got a booklet as well, or a book rather than a booklet. So I'll look forward to having a read through that, probably after I've watched the film, because no doubt there'll be spoilers in there. So that was, I think, the most expensive thing I bought at £20, but it is still £25 pretty much everywhere else. I didn't see that in HMV yesterday either. So I'm thinking maybe it's, although it's still available on the 88 Films website, that I did check, but it wasn't on the shelf in HMV, so maybe they're just waiting for more stock, possibly. And the last two, these were the two items that I actually went up to Peterlee for. Snowtown limited edition with booklet. This is the 101 Films Black Label Collection, volume 24, and that's part of this collection, which goes on all the way down to about there, which is Johnny Mnemonic. From that selection there, I am missing, I think, one, but that's only because no, I tell a lie. I'm missing. What am I missing? I'm missing number 12, 23 and 24. So I'm missing 3 from there. But one of those I kind of already have. I think. But anyway, we'll get back to that. So, Snowtown. For some reason, this and Johnny Mnemonic are way more expensive than all the others. All the others are either £15 or £17. It's just the new releases that are £17. This one on the website and Johnny Mnemonic are both £25, and I don't understand why. The only difference, hard case, whereas these ones have got a more thinner cardboard case. Inside, again, we've got a book. Don't want to look too much into that because there'll be spoilers, I'm sure. This is a movie I've never seen. And then inside, how disappointing is that? I seem to remember the earlier editions from this collection had internal artwork. And I'm going to test that in a moment because I might be talking out my backside. Yeah, I don't know anything about this. But when I saw it was £10 cheaper than 101 films at CEX, I thought, yeah, I've got to get that. Actually, there's something missing. There it is. I knew it was there somewhere. So this is obviously the slip that was on the back when it was new, and I guess just falls off with the cellophane removed. There's no glue or anything sticking on, but I've got some of these. I don't know if they will come up on camera. That might be an empty strip, actually. No, it's not. So you can see the little... Yeah, it's really not reflecting well, but there are little clear plastic discs on there that some companies used to stick the J cards to steelbooks, so I'll use a couple of them to fix that back onto there. But for now, I'll keep it flat, try not to get it bent. We'll leave it in there. And then finally, from this bunch of pickups, again from 101 Films, I think this is one of the most recent releases. The Brain. It's been number 27. This is from 1988. I have a vague recollection of this when it came out, although I don't think I ever saw it. Again, another book, probably full of spoilers, so we'll not look at that just yet. And once again, inside we've just got a disc, no internal artwork. Very disappointing. Can't cost that much to print both sides, really, can it? I don't know. Oh, the book hasn't gone in properly. There we go. So again, that was £15, which is only a couple of quid cheaper than brand new. But like I mentioned, I used vouchers, so I don't mind so much. Right, I'm gonna just grab that one off the shelf. So this is one of the earliest, probably one of the, I don't know if it's rarest, but it's certainly one of the most expensive to buy. It's been out, I think it might have been the first one that went out of print from this collection. Yeah, so there we go, internal artwork, 2 discs as well. Used to get 2 discs, a Blu-ray and a DVD. You don't see that anymore with this collection either. I'd completely forgotten about that. But yeah, we've got so much behind there. So there isn't even anything behind there. They've wasted all that space, but still printed it black. So there we go. I didn't buy anything, any of the charity shops, because there wasn't anything there that I really wanted. In fact, I think a couple of them didn't even have any media, any Blu-rays or DVDs, CDs, anything like that. One of them had a great big stack of Blu-rays. I say big stack, there was probably 20 to 30, closer to 30 I would say. And every one of them was £1.50, and every one of them was a Blu-ray that you could get pretty much in CEX for 50p or £1. There wasn't anything there worth buying at all, sadly. But yeah, nice collection of films there. I'm really happy. Really happy. Anyway, in a moment I'm going to try and get those labels off, but for anybody who's done, thanks very much for watching, and I've still got another pickups video to do, probably in the morning, of pretty much everything I bought in September that I haven't already shown in I've done 1 or 2 videos, I can't remember, but I got that stuff off Facebook, those Blu-rays. I think that might be it, but everything else that I've bought that I haven't shown, I'll be doing in that video. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, and if you want to keep watching, see me try and embarrass myself getting some labels off, yeah, we'll do that in a minute. Right, so where are we? So there's definitely some tackiness under there, so that's going to be a problem. I think we've got a little bit of the edge of the sticker, but it might have been part of a previous sticker. Instead of, it depends where you go, I suppose, in CEX. Some stores will literally just put the new sticker on top of the old one. Some stores won't do that, because I guess they probably think people are going to peel the new sticker off, try and get it cheaper, and they just pull as much of the old sticker off as they can, but often they'll leave loads of residue or just bits of the sticker. It'll tear. As long as they get the price gone, I don't think they care what they leave behind, because it's not really their problem, is it? So there we go. Part of the previous sticker is sat underneath this sticker, which is damn annoying, because it's going to be a right biatch to get that off. You know, in the past, it's always been this round sticker that's been the pain to get off, and more often than not, this is the easy one. The only times I've had real difficulty, I think, is if the stickers have been on, say the item's been in the shop a long time. This is something I don't know that would have hung around for too long, because it's not one that you see. Or at least it's not one that I ever see. I must admit, I don't think I've done a search on eBay for this for quite some time. Honestly, I've totally forgotten that it even existed until I saw it today. Oh, this is not good. Do we treat it like a plaster and just rip it off? I don't think we should. That's probably going to be worse. I'm beginning to wonder actually if this is a previous sticker or whether it's the... No, it's still that as if it had left that, if it pulled away from this sticker, that wouldn't be sticky, but this is all still sticky. so that no matter what I do with this, this is going to stay if it is part of the previous sticker. There we go, that's concrete evidence there, because you can still see the writing on the old sticker and none of it's missing off this sticker. So that is definitely the back of the previous sticker that they've obviously, or even there might be more than one, but they've just ripped it off to put the new one on. It really boils my piss. Right, I'm going to come back to that. Let's see if we can delaminate these two stickers from each other. Find out what the previous price was. Again, it might just be the same as that underneath and there's nothing left to look at. Can we actually see any of the print underneath? I'm not sure that I can. Just out of curiosity, I wonder if there's anything on here that actually states when the label was printed. I know years ago, I don't know if they still do it now, but years ago, cash converters, it used to always have the date the sticker was printed on it, so you knew how long it had been sat in the store for. And then they stopped putting the year on, so you only knew it was 4th of August or the 5th of November or the 3rd of October or the 10th of April or whatever it was, but you wouldn't know if it was this year or not unless that date hadn't actually come around yet this year, so you knew it was last year. And then they changed the type of stickers that they put on, and I don't honestly know if they still do that or not. Am I tripping? Is there two stickers there? That looks to me like there are two stickers there. I wonder if I can get them both off and then hold them up to the light. Let's see if I can see the print through them. I can hear it starting to tear. So I'm wondering, have CEX abandoned these stickers and then just made exactly the same mistake with these stickers, make them now impossible to remove? We are still leaving some residue on there, but hopefully is that part of the picture, or is that tearing? I mean, it's a glossy surface, and it has been well documented on these, not necessarily these slip covers, but on slip covers. Taking these stickers off a glossy surface will actually, where the sticker was, pull away the gloss in that square or that circle from the surface, which looks horrendous. I've got a couple like that. In fact, I'll see if I can find one that I'll show you. Right, that's off. So I can see through that, and I don't know if it's going to come up on camera. If I get too close, it goes out of focus. And I'm using two hands, so I can't actually put it back into focus with my fingers. It's difficult with the camera, but I can only see one set of writing through that sticker. I'll be back. There we go. So that to me, even though at the bottom there it looks like there are two stickers on top of each other, there's definitely only one shining through. Oh, what the hell happened there? So yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to find that out. Anyway, moving on. Now, going back to slips. On the bottom of this slip cover, and it doesn't come out so well on camera, but there is a rectangle, where are we, that goes across there, down there. This area here is totally clean. There is no glue residue or anything on there at all. It's actually the gloss that was literally pulled off the surface of this when I removed the label. And I was absolutely gutted when that happened. I don't think I had a problem at the top. I can't remember whether there was... Oh yes, no, I can see it right there. So it looks like it did the same at the top as well. Maybe not quite as bad. I can't see it below the blue line. It's not a blue line, but below the blue area. Yeah, but that's like I say, that's what can happen. The glossy slip covers when you pull the labels, the CEX labels off, and that's, like I say, I was gutted when that happened. And so I saw it happen as I was pulling. I don't know which corner I was pulling from, but I got a feeling, just by the way that's angled, and I probably grabbed it there and started to peel, and as soon as I started to peel I could see it, and there was nothing, absolutely nothing I could do about it. It's annoying as hell. Anyway, I think that's it for this video. Thanks very much. See you next time. Ta-ra. Just one more quick one. I think I've got the majority of it off now. There is just a little bit of stickiness on the bottom there that I need to remove, but other than that, I think that looks okay now. Brilliant.